Hey everybody, recently I just finished this M4 Sherman from Tamiya, and yeah, I was just gonna review it and tell you what I did to build it and paint it and weather it. I didn't do much weathering, but that's okay. So as I said, this is the Tamiya Sherman. It went together really well, as a Tamiya kit should. It came with extra stowage and figures. I don't really do figures, so I didn't put the driver or assistant driver in. I tried doing the commander, but that didn't really end well. The stowage, I feel like I did a really good job on doing the highlights on the fabric. I'm good at painting clothes on figures. I never said I wasn't good at that. It's just the faces that I always mess up on. I also feel like I did a really good job on the tools, making those look like wood. And a nice steel colored to them. Did the wood grain by just taking a hobby knife and basically just cutting up a pre-painted surface of deck tan. And here's more tools in the back. On the front with some stowage, I just had some wheel and extra tracks and a little wood plank there. I still need to rust up the tracks, but I feel like the wheels look good. And I did the same thing with the wooden plank. I cut it up and then put a brown pin wash over it. There used to be a 50 cal machine gun, but I just chose to take it off, and not because I dropped the turret while airbrushing and broke it off, but yeah. I also really like the paint job I did on it. I did 3 shades of green. I did the base coat of olive drab, first highlight NATO green, and then the final highlight of dark green too. I feel like it made a really cool looking effect of a sun damaged fade. It also appears really well on the armor texture. I retextured it using Tamiya putty, which I haven't done in a long time. I've done it on my first ever models, but I just kind of stopped doing it because didn't like the smell of the putty and didn't get the results I liked. But I watched a couple more YouTube videos, and yeah, I feel like I did a good job, especially on the turret. I had lots of fun with it. Also, I wrote Peanut on the tank barrel. I don't really know why. I just thought Peanut would be a funny name for a tank, so I called it Peanut. I haven't really weathered the running gear too much. I just don't really like putting too much mud, at least on my tanks. I did a slight dry brushing on the tank with Mission Models Desert Yellow. I just took off most of the paint off the paintbrush and then went over it lightly. You can't really see too much of the effects, no. Yeah, overall, I had lots of fun with the tank. It was a gift from my friend for my birthday, and very much appreciated gift. Overall, really good kit. Would definitely recommend for any beginners. It was very fun and easy to do, and a great introduction to the hobby. Definitely a nice break from my previous models on the channel. Nice and simple kit, nice and simple build, and a fun experiment with painting, which I actually never really done post shading before. And yeah, it's a great kit. A lot smaller than what I'm used to. Like right here, I have the Andy's Hobby Headquarters Sherman. As you can see, it's quite smaller. This is the first Sherman I've done since the Andy's Hobby Headquarters Sherman. So yeah, the Andy Sherman's quite big and that one's quite small, but I do like doing 16 scale every now and again. So yeah, good change of size. Didn't take a year like that thing did. Took a year mostly because I was off and on. It was tons of pieces, especially the tracks. The tracks were awful. But yeah, overall, great kit. Definitely would recommend both of them, actually. Won't do a review of the full review of the Sherman, but if you guys want to, I'll do a review of it and tell you how I did everything. And once again, no commander figure. I don't know what happens when I paint figures. The faces never appear good. I'll try and do them eventually.